Mic check, mic. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah, I hear you. You hear me?
Oh, we'll make sure everything good.
What's good, brother?
Everything good, man. As it could be. Can't complain yet, though. Get into it as always. For those joining early, we apologize about last week. Niggas had off. We'll be back. These going on.
Well-deserved time off.
Get this tick tacking and ticking. So, yes. See something.
Share
Yeah.
this out to a couple of people. See who we got on the check-in tonight. Shout out to Shay Sweet Things and Tanya checking in early. Oh man, this spring is like in and out, man. It ain't springing the way it need to yet.
Yeah, I think this weekend is going. Might be the wave we was waiting on. Might.
Nah, for sure, for sure. I'm ready to at least put the coats away. I know it's gonna be hoodies for a minute, but definitely ready to get rid of these coats.
Um, I'm a big hoodie guy. I'm in no rush to let him go. But but uh, on to next summer for the 6 pack. You know, it's official. Next summer for sure. Wink, wink.
Oh man. Yeah, man. Last week we had to make the quick pivot, so we appreciate everybody that was able to adjust with us. Um, Shout out to anybody checking in early from Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, X. Shout out to the people on IG. We appreciate you, and those on TikTok. Shout out to y'all, man, checking in early. Um, love the name for the show today, man. Bittersweet Madness. I think it's right on point with what's going on so far in March.
Everything, it's like everything's going uphill. It's good. Just a lot of speed bumps. So it's not.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? Like, but we'll get to it, man. A lot of things shaking up this month.
okay, okay. Sounds about right. Sounds about right. Early movements today. It's always interesting on Hump Day, right? You think you start getting ready for the weekend, but you're not quite there yet, and it's always interesting how people respond to midweek. Who's trying to get stuff done before we get to the weekend? I appreciate you. Those people who are waiting for them Friday afternoon emails are still not understanding your methods, but we here
Had all week to send that. All
all
week.
week.
Even like I was even giving you Friday 11 a.m. Cut off. Like last minute. Hey, we guys go on lunch and start. Happy hour early. Let me
Mm-hmm.
know the status of ABC.
Yeah.
Any any 4 p.m. joints on Friday? I'm not sure what you're expecting. Looks like a lot of research. Got Monday written all over it.
Yeah. Yeah,
They're gonna
that's a
get it.
fact. Those don't get read. They'll those are lucky to get read on a Sunday afternoon. Otherwise, that's straight Monday morning vibes, kid. Straight up.
Yeah. I don't know if my inbox is disrespectful because yeah, I'm gonna read it. I'm not gonna respect it till Monday. But I might read it. I might glance through I might see the subject line. It was appealing. I might hit the first paragraph or two. But
Mhm.
that reply button is so far from me. 5 o'clock. It's just not happening.
Yeah, that's for sure, man. Um, all right, it's we're about to be 8:15, man. We might as well get things kicked off. Shout out to everybody joining us, man. This is FCP Live on Wednesdays. I am Senor Lee here with my man Ken Katnick, man, and every Wednesday we bring y'all the real. Um, Listen, first off, I think the first place I want to start with here with everyone tonight is if you're gonna go to the doctor, I don't care if it's medical, dental, make sure they participate with your insurance, y'all. Um, It is. Well, number one, let me make sure you got health insurance. Let me start there,
Oh yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. Fuck the
Yeah.
network. Get in the network first.
You know what I'm saying? And listen, I totally understand if for those who probably have socioeconomic issues. But if you have insurance, the number one thing you want to do make before you go to any doctor is make sure they take your insurance. Because there's a thing called out of network benefits, y'all. And if you do not have it, that's all you, dog. Like that,
Oh, you man.
that's all
Dig
you,
you.
dog. Um, and especially on the dental side. Dental has always been, I'll be honest with y'all tonight, man. This is my day of revelations. That's why I love you, brother. I can come here and I can be honest. I hate going to the fucking dentist because number one, I feel like every time I go, I got my mouth open, pause for a
Mhm.
certain period of time, and I got no control over what's going on in there. And you just got to put your wholehearted trust in this person who supposedly got a degree they probably could have printed out
Mhm.
at like Staples or something. And you know what I mean, you're trusting them with your chops, man. Like every time you smile like this person's in charge of keeping that intact, man.
Yes, sir.
Do you go to the dentist regularly?
It's funny. I've some bit of a hiatus. Outside of them 6 month cleanings, I was turning into every 14-month cleaning. I was real sparingly with it. But it's my office moved in October. My dentist happens to be on the floor right above us.
Oh,
Now I'm a regular. I'm in there like, yo, what's the treatment plan? Is this on my network? You know what I'm saying? Like, can we move 30 points to next Saturday? Yeah, yeah, let's get that out there. Yeah. Wait, don't owe anything today? No? We good? All right. I'm right downstairs. Just let me know.
yeah, man,
Yeah.
yeah, no doubt. It's like
So I'm there
I
every
look
2 weeks now.
steak from lunch.
You know what I mean? Every 2 weeks.
Yeah, man. But
Uh,
yeah, so just like Kenny, man, I'll be honest with y'all, man. Bit of a hiatus to the dentist, for my own personal reasons, but it was a whole family trip. Let's all make sure our chops are in good condition. You know what I'm saying? Wifey books it, we go. And we go in there, some decent looking practice, you know what I'm saying? And they were pretty fast, you know what I mean? They saw us out the gate, but when I say out the gate, they saw us is they saw our pockets, man.
mm,
That co-insurance hit early. And
mm.
you know, I mean, me being in the healthcare field, man, the minute I hear co-insurance out the gate, I'm like,
Sit down, y'all. I got this. Shit
I'm
just
like,
got real.
you know what I'm saying? I'm looking around. I'm like, did we check that coverage, man? Because this
Uh-huh.
doesn't sound about right, right? But whatever. That's the first raping you records part of the visit. But we go in, get X-rays done. All of us get seen pretty fast, cleaning. Everybody gets real good treatment. Then the X-ray charges hit, bro.
Mm.
I was like,
You want to tell me that before?
yo, like,
I gotta take some good pictures at the house when I got here.
bruh, bruh. Now, in our defense, you know what I'm saying? The site said the doctor paused, man. But this is why we're here to tell you that everything that you see on the internet is not real. Okay,
Mm-mm.
make sure make sure you call your coverage, check that provider, check out his information, and make sure he's in network with your insurance, man. So I'm erring on the positive side. Everybody walked out with clean chops. You know what I'm saying? Everything's cool. But man, it was raping you records, man. We left out of there like feeling like we got. And
Yeah,
yeah, it was tough.
it's rough, man. Like if you go out to eat and you ain't got no money, you just gotta go bust some suds in the back, get these dishes. You know what I'm saying? At the dentist or the doctor, I mean, I'm real curious. Like, yo, man, I don't got the copay. They got like a system or a plan. What's next? Sweet. You know what I mean? What I need? Something.
That's a good question. So most practices they'll make you pay they'll either have a penalty charge that you have to pay if you like cancel your appointment late or
That's fucked me too.
they'll take a prepayment before you even get there. They'll make it a requisite. But in most, I want to say health systems, if you go to like an outpatient or a doctor's office, a lot of times, man, the patients walk up there, they're like, "Yeah, bill me." Some systems are finding more lucrative ways to get the money up front ahead of time. They'll probably ping the patient a couple days before the appointment just to say, hey, if you want to take care of your payment early, you can do that now. This way you just walk in, walk out, you good. Nobody bothers you unless you want to schedule another appointment. So different institutions, different private practices do different things on the medical side. But honestly, the patient really controls their journey as far as paying when it comes to, from what I see from a health system perspective.
After X-rays, usually kind of treatment plans, which I know who's next. Like, the way I worked, I said, what is critical? Like, what can I not let ride? Let me do the first two, then I'm gonna have to get back to
y'all. Right. But listen, man, don't follow us at all. Make sure you check on your teeth, man. You want your chops to be in good condition. You want to get older, you still want to be able to eat all your favorite foods that require, most of your teeth to be there. So definitely want to make sure you make the dentist a routine thing. And shout out to Wifey for always keeping me on point. Because the niggas just be, ripping and running out here and forgetting I gotta take care of shit sometimes.
I mean, you think that, hey, I brush my teeth, I floss, I'm good, right?
What's the worst?
But are you using a water pick? Are you water picking though? Like, nah, I'm not using the water pick as often as I should. It's there.
Right.
It's not.
Absolutely.
I just don't think I got the time for
it. Yeah. Oh damn.
Bless.
Thank you. This was just real funny because I know a lot of people take bathroom pics, right? And I know this is mad random, but there's some people who take bathroom pics at the job. I'm not mad at you. Some of those mirrors at the job, I've taken one, man. They make you look official. You know what I'm saying? They got the full body joint. You make sure ain't nobody coming through, and you hit your joint, clack, clack. You know what I'm saying? You got it. But I have to say, there is nobody more focused than someone taking a selfie in the bathroom, because now suppose you are in the bathroom and you're like mid snap and somebody is just letting it rip. Like you didn't check the stalls or whatever, you mid selfie flash and you just hear like out of one of the stalls, and it's crazy. Like the shit you got to deal with, that's nuts. I don't know. I
mean, was it a vid or a photo? Photos are silent.
It was a photo. It was a photo.
Okay. Hey, unfortunately, you, the user, got to go through these trials and tribulations to get the perfect fit. But, thank God everybody viewing this photo, liking it, what I'm saying, giving you comments. They have to smell what you was going through to get this flick off.
Gotcha.
They should definitely make a separate space within the bathroom just for photo ops, but that might be a waste of square footage. But we'll get there.
We already lose staff to bathroom breaks, so God forbid they create a photo booth in the bathroom. They ain't never coming back, man. Like
this is extreme.
Oh man. And listen, man. It hurt last week not to have our live because every third Wednesday is our FCP Dad series. So I did want to at least bring one dad topic to this show before we continue. And top 3 annoying songs as a dad. I'm gonna let these rip, right? Let It Go.
Frozen?
I tell you, yes. That shit annoyed the hell out of me. I mean, we're talking like pit of your stomach. If you don't shut the fuck up, like that's type of annoyance, right? Baby Shark.
Okay, that can be repetitive.
Baby Shark drove me nuts. And I think the third song that really had me like, I'm about to return this baby, is my son crying.
Wait, you said songs?
Yes.
Darius got a mixtape?
Baby's crying. He got a remix. He got features.
He's like, yeah. So I don't know who did the 808s on this, but this shit is hitting. Oh shit.
Like that, to me, his cry is imprinted in my mind. So now when I hear other babies cry, it's like my left eye start twitching.
Oh damn, that's not good at all.
I have ruined
Oh,
your life.
um, yeah, Let It Go and Baby Shark. Then when the girls was a little younger, Let It Go got a lot of value. But not talking about Elsie McTeen. Wasn't a bad track. But that Baby Shark, yeah, I wasn't even hearing it. I was hearing the English and the Spanish version for some reason. I'm like, yeah, okay,
Word.
y'all fucking with me, right? Like, I don't even need this other version of this. Like, yeah, God, pissing me off on purpose.
Yeah.
But some of the kids track gotta get tired early. If they go, let it go, man.
Big time.
I got one for you. Catching up on some bad stuff last week. Had a little moment earlier this week, man. Pretty cool. Yo, my daughter, she got a Cash App card now. Can't tell her shit. So she goes to the mall now. That's what the kids do. Like we went outside. It was cool to go outside. Kids don't go outside no more. They going to the mall. Like who's we? Like, oh, me and my friends. Should I book bags and everything? Yeah, yeah. It's not mad. Like it's not heavy. It's like everybody does it. I was like, hey, not my bag, whatever. But I go to do the pickup. She's there about 15 deep with her friends, guys, girls, everybody. Good looking crew though. No shiesties on. Everybody was clean cut. You know what I mean? But everybody make sure they get into the car they're supposed to get into. So I pull up. Savannah's there. She's getting in. Everybody runs their car. Hey, Savannah's there. Hey, Savannah's there. Hey, where were you guys Wednesday? I was like, just like, yeah, man, we can't do this week. My podcast voice on. I was like, yeah, to get some politics this week. Things get to. We'll be back next Wednesday. I watch all you guys show. Man. I was like, oh man, you tuning in, bro. I rolled up the window. I shit out the crowd. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, shout out to the friend group, bro. I get the heartstrings going, man. I wasn't ready. I was not ready. Oh, we watch you every week, bro. I was like, yo, man, I gotta get these guys some shirts.
Yeah, that's a fact. That's a fact.
Oh man, shout out to the friend group.
Yes. Shout out to the FCP Young Gang. All right.
Oh, hey, going from the oldest to the youngest. I believe me and my wife have quit the last word game. As a parent, you make sure if there's any back and forth, make sure you get the last word. Stay dominant, stay strong. Let them know who's boss.
Yes, sir.
3-year-old, man, we met our match on this last word game. Too strong. And he barely talking. He's just yelling in between. Were you trying to say something? He said it louder, like game popping out the neck and shit. I'm like, you know what? I'm in my 40s. It's time to give not only people outside grace, I got to give y'all in this house some grace too, man. You can have it, little man. Whatever you're mad about, eat that shit. It's your game. It's your game, dog. How's the last word game in your crib? You still holding strong on your side?
Yeah, man. Yeah. There are some times where Darius will throw a zinger my way, and I'm just kind of like, yo, man, nobody asked you, bro. Like, yeah, man. He have his moments where he point out real shit, and I'll be like, yeah, but you don't pay bills in here, though. Like, so
you went straight to the finance. Ain't got no job, dog. Hit him in the pockets.
That's it. Oh man, shout out to Ox, man. Oh man, I hope that energy spins into something great for his life, man. Because
let's hope it's positive.
Yeah.
Positive. First two kids, they're using up all the college money. I was telling you, man, you're gonna need to trade. You got to go to the league.
Something, man. All right, we're gonna head over to awareness and acknowledgement segment. This first one is a tough one, man. Last week, George Foreman passed away. We're talking about a boxing great, entrepreneur, and just an all around legendary human being. Listen, man, it's we're at that age, bro, where a lot of the people we grew up watching, you know, it's around that time, and this one really hurt,
Facts.
man.
It's like George Foreman is the generation right before us, so we really didn't get to see him live as far as fighting. I can't hold you. This photo right here with him with hair, blowing my mind. Never seen him with a fro. You know what I'm saying? But everybody had a Foreman girl though. That's a fact.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Might have had the old one and the new one. You know what I mean? If y'all was really cooking. But yeah, man. Condolences. RIP for sure of a career. He was probably one of the famous oldie post career dudes. Find a new a former girl, lights on in the crib.
Yeah, man. I think watching his documentary, I had never knew that this guy didn't move his hips. Like for the few tapes, you know what I mean, the few old footage I seen, it was like this dude really had no hip movement. He was just swinging his arms, and he was finding ways to knock dudes out. So that was definitely something that was interesting to
George's
learn about.
game was stronger than you. Watch.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
man.
good time.
But definitely condolences to Foreman and the Foreman family. But it is March, heading into April, man. Shout out to all the Pisces and Aries babies out there. With our work with you, family out there. Yeah, we already talked about Sheena, aka the media mogul. But shout out to all the March babies out there, man. Appreciate y'all. Hope y'all are
Shout out to Love
celebrating.
too.
Oh
A
yeah,
little
yeah,
happy belated.
that's right. That's right. Happy
Yeah, for the
belated
last
love.
2 to 3 years, me. I'm hit up the day after, like, yo, my bad, cuz. Love you though, man. My heart. See you next
Oh,
year. Same time, same place.
that's crazy, man. You gotta set a timer, man. I tell everybody, man, you gotta set reminders out here, man. We getting older. It's
Yeah.
impossible to think you're gonna manage all this information. It's crazy.
All right. I've been playing with my wife. She's good with the birthdays. I'm like, babe, yeah, remind me. Like, shit, you're right. She be taking on the chin. So, like, yeah, that wasn't me. That wasn't my bad.
Oh man. But as we move towards more awareness, man, um, our guy Ramel Lee, man, bit of a hiatus. A lot of speaking engagements. Definitely getting his crowdfunding on. Still doing more research in the hotel and commercial real estate field. He has episode 7 out now of Economic Empowerment Podcast. He's giving you the tools, the gems on what you should focus on in analyzing a hotel deal. And when I tell y'all, this is one of those episodes where you want to definitely bring your notebook, bring your typer. I'm about to say typewriter, dog. Oh my God. Bring your
Oh, yeah.
laptop. Bring your laptop. All that stuff, man. You definitely want to take some notes. One of the things I loved that was a key statement in there was, hotels aren't just about location, but it is important. And he starts to talk about demand generators. Now, if any of you out there that don't know what that is, I'm not going to act like I'm a full expert. I just learned it watching the episode, right? Demand generators are the things that attract people to your hotel, right? So amusement parks, it could be highway traffic in the area, universities. Maybe you have a arena near you, so they have a lot of events there. These are the type of things that you probably never noticed, but when you went to these places, you stayed in a hotel. So if you're thinking about investing in one or purchasing one, why wouldn't you think about that same thing before you make that purchase? And that's just one of the things. I know you did a great job, taking care of that episode, Kenny. What'd you get from it?
Yeah, man. He's trying to give away all the jewels. I was like, brother, slow down, man. You can give all 5 right now. He's like, nah, give it to him while it's free. But he hit a lot of high notes as far as things that you need to look for. Like you said before, location, and also understand your demographic. Making
Yeah.
sure you're going to be in a place where people want to go.
Yep.
Getting that hotel in Kansas, but nowhere next to the Chiefs, not a good move. You know what I'm saying? So you got to do your logistics. You got to make sure everything is working out. But you got a lot of good perks in this episode for sure.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. So make sure y'all go check that out. If you're on YouTube right now, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. And you can definitely go check out Economic Empowerment Podcast. If you're on Facebook, Twitch, X, or IG checking us out, man, after the show, make sure you come over to YouTube, like and subscribe, and make sure you check out the episode. Leave a nice comment. Let us know, how you feel in the episodes, man. A lot of real good information. And like we always like to tell y'all, right now, he's giving it away for free. At some point, it's going to cost. So make sure you get it now.
That's going to be tight.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So we are about to approach the end of Q1, and as we do every year on this show, mental health check-ins, man. If you are tuning in from any platform right now, let us know in the chat. How is your mental health at this point? And my brother Kenny, man, my brother, love you. How are you doing with your mental health?
Broken, but it's taped back together. That makes any sense. I might drop a glass. I'm broken into 4 pieces. It's still salvageable. That's where I'm at right now. I'm just you see the cracks, but still holding water though. I do have a question for you. I know you frequent the city. You're an iron horse, a veteran. I might have a little beef with Uber.
Really?
I might use the Uber app maybe 3 times a year. Very spoiled. You know what I'm saying? If I'm not getting a rap from somebody, the reason a rap, right? That's about the week. Have these Uber a few times. Listen, this comfort option that they put at the very top of this app, with the premium on it. I'm like, bro, I'll take a hoopty. Can you knock 15 off? Like, I don't need all that space in the backseat. It's just me. You know what I'm saying? Wait, he's like, is this common? There's nothing below comfort anymore. Comfort is the low end.
No, I've never been. I don't know if they're just trying to get you because you don't use Uber enough. But
they got me a couple times.
Yeah, you should be able to select standard. Like, shit, I'll go to Uber right now and make sure they ain't just up the ante on shit.
Yeah, I was scrolling down. I seen the price. Like, I like to say, oh shit, yes, it is. It said, I zoomed in. It said, courier, nothing over 30 pounds. I'm like, yeah, I beat that threshold. Can't do that. I'm like, what? I'm a body in pieces? Like,
man.
Gotta take the Uber, man. Need the hoopty specialist.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It might have something to do with your activity on Uber. I'm not sure, but yeah, I'm not limited to just comfort. I got all the options: the XL, courier, like you mentioned, all that shit. So,
what's the lowest though?
I think when you do the shared joint, you can get.
You say share, like somebody's in a cab with you when they come get you,
bro. Let me
tell
you.
Who they drop off first?
It's whoever's closer in the route. So let's say you get picked up in the city and you want to go to Brooklyn, but they're going to like Lower Manhattan and you on like 80th Street or something like that. They drop them off first because they're closer.
We're gonna Brooklyn, come back.
Yeah, man. Let me tell you, I had a night. I had one night, man. This is back in my strong Henny days. I picked my own Uber. Like, you couldn't tell me shit. Thought I picked my own Uber. I'm sitting in the back having all kinds of conversations with myself. And then he pulls over and 2 people proceed to get in the car. When I tell you, I thought I was I was like, what the fuck is happening? But they was like, they look like they ain't want no problems at all. They was all on the other side of the back seat. And I was just there like, did I pick?
Who is these niggas?
And when you've been drinking, you gotta be like,
yeah, you gotta. Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, looking for some sunlight at night. It was crazy, but yeah, man. Man.
Need them, but fuck them.
No, that's fact. That's a fact.
One other thing, as far as I'm doing this month, the kids are starting basketball, football. My confidence in the kids coaches is wavering. Listen, the AAU, both basketball coaches are stellar. They're putting the girls where they got to be. Flag football, though, it's a bit shaky. The first day of practice, there was another team there. And, we was kind of doing like a joint practice kind of thing. and the intensity of the other coach wasn't matching the intensity of our coach. And that kind of got me. I'm like, hope we got to play these niggas. And it was like, yeah, week 4. I was like, these niggas know the playbook already. It's the first practice. Have they been? Do they have an off season? Like, you know what I'm saying? How do they know what a Z drag is? Like, they shouldn't not practice one. So I'm very nervous for the flag football coach, but for basketball solid. Both of them got real good tenures. The female coach played a March Madness back in the past. Got some skill to her. I mean, looked like a ball player. I appreciate that. Black football coach, kind of heavy. Hey man, I'm heavy too. It is what it is. But I keep you updated on the record, man. But I am nervous for him.
Yeah, man. I mean, hey, we'll pray since it's early, right? Like you said, we leading with grace outside, and hopefully things turn around, man. But I'm glad the basketball looks good, so that's good. That's really good.
How you doing, baby? How's your mental health just at the end of Q1? Wrapping up.
Man. I ain't gonna hold you, man. I started out the beginning of the quarter, and I'm just really adopting this word stoicism. And it's actually, I'll even read the definition for anybody who's first hearing.
I was just about to ask you. Like, I've heard that. I've never looked it up.
The endurance of pain or hardship without the display of feelings and without complaint. Now, I've tried to exude this as much as possible because my own personal thoughts are, just as a man, as the leader of your household, no matter what comes your way, the natural instinct is to just endure, produce, fight through that shit. You know what I mean? You'll get through. And I got to admit, man, towards the end of this quarter, a lot of stuff, it's really just been, I'm feeling real Black Mamba-ish, man. It's just like, yo, no, like this isn't right. For lack of better words, this isn't right. This doesn't make sense. You can tell certain things are being abused. You can tell there's a lot of stuff that just doesn't align with what I believe in. Mm-hmm. And it's in different levels, man. It's professional. It's what's happening with this administration. And, it really just has me in a state where, I'm evaluating everything to the point of, all right, what do I need to start putting more energy into and take energy from in order to start making the best decisions for the future, man? So praying that April and the spring energy brings something right now. But I feel like there's just something in the energy, man. There's something in the universe where there's just a lot of tension. Everything is tension everywhere. And it's just, you can tell it's going to implode at some point. And I'm just hope that me and the people I love are on the good side of it, because just everything just doesn't feel right, bro. Like it doesn't. It really doesn't.
Something's definitely off in the air, the atmosphere. I can't put my finger on it, but I do feel your thought process on this. Something is definitely off. I'm not just talking about the hour going on. It's a little bit more than that. You know what I'm saying? Like I thought I was trying to blame it on a week or two ago. I'm like, hey, the hour shift. It's still dark in the morning, but it's bigger than that. Just said, hopefully we get some answers that we've been looking for, but we're asking the right questions too when the time is right.
That's a fact.
Keep it rolling, though, brother. Black man gotta stay strong, brother. We cry in the shower. One last thing. About a week or two ago, I believe you and Shay was saying, like, sending the egg memes. People dealing out the back of their house. Yeah, wife, Costco, usual. Paper towel. You out. You know where to go. He's like, let's grab some eggs. All right, cool. Go to that, go dairy room, get the milk, the eggs. Mad milk. Mad organic milk. No eggs. The whole back wall with eggs there. I'm like, that's what we got. Like, I don't need the 30 pack. I'll take a 12. I got nothing. I was like, what? Costco like, we didn't even sell the 12s, guys. I was like, my bad, dog. So, but So the wife said, we go to Stop and Shop or something, no biggie. We're leaving Costco, bro. I'm talking, we are getting out. We just got off the parking lot, off the curb into the street.
Mm-hmm.
See a pickup truck, back open, big crowd. Going over there. Parted just enough as I was driving by to see this nigga had stacks the egg, bro. It was like his height off the pickup. I'm like, oh, this nigga cleaned out Costco and parked right in front of their building. I should call the cops. This don't even feel legal.
My man was like Bumpy Johnson selling eggs out the trunk.
Out the trunk, no plastic bags. Just handing them off, the whole rack to people.
Dang.
Like there was no sign, so I don't know how much they was, but I got a feeling it wasn't cheap, bro.
Not
cheap
at all, man. Plus, I don't know if I can trust back of the pickup eggs, man. Like, I don't know. Man.
Well, I got done them hatching. I never seen a bad egg. I'll be tight, get home, half of them rocks and shit. Like, what the fuck? Hey, check these. Like, yeah, I checked it for cracks. I wasn't shaking them. Nigga, paint the rocks white. Oh man.
Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, Shay went to the store too, man. I think she had to go to at least make one or two stops to get some eggs, man. She was nervous because she had
get the dozen right. Crazy.
Yeah, man. Because you live with a baker, man. They don't get eggs. Shit ain't right. You know what I mean? This shit ain't right in the world.
Down. Yeah. It's up there with butter. Like, something gotta give.
Yeah, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, you cannot be out in these streets without no work to do the work. Like, that's crazy. That's crazy. All right. All right. So we're gonna move over to some random topics, man, that landed on our radar this week, man. And the first one we have here is 23andMe. I believe this is a well-known company for you to be able to learn more about your genetic history. They are actually declaring bankruptcy. This genetic testing company, once a pioneer in consumer DNA testing, has filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy amid financial struggles, a leadership shakeup, and growing concerns about the security of its customers' genetic data. So now the first thing here that I keep hearing, I heard it on Your Leisure, I heard it on several different other publications, is the fear about everyone's genetic data. Now, I read a couple of different articles that stated that they changed their terms and conditions allegedly a couple weeks ago, where they are prohibiting people from actually suing them if they do sell their data. Now, important thing to know is this is going to be a supervised sale, and there are implications that your data, if you do not do what's necessary to protect it, could be, captured and obtained in this sale. And even with the protections that could be in place for your data, there's always misuse, or unauthorized use, right? I'm pretty sure a lot of you are getting text messages from people you don't even know, emails from people you don't know, and the robocalls. How do you think that information gets to them? So definitely want to bring that here to all listeners, just so you're aware. If you have to use this, you, friends, family, you might want to check on your stuff, man. Really might.
23andMe with the 23andUs. Oh, damn. Have you ever done 20? Do you know anyone close to you that's done it?
I think, yeah, I do. I actually do. Yep. I haven't talked to them yet.
Find out. Okay. I'm just, I was always curious about it. I'm so scared. His pops was a Rolling Stone. I don't want to, you know what I mean? I got how many what's where?
Yeah.
He's outside. I don't feel like having no new brothers and sisters at this time in my life. So they missed the window. Speaking of random shit, I saw something earlier this week. Politic window. The Trump cohort of preparing for 2028. I started doing math. I'm like, wait a minute. That's a third. Like, are we reading all these executive orders? Did he change that? This is the two tops, right? Did I miss something? You know, and I'm more curious, like, can he just change that rule? Can he go to third if he wanted to?
It'll be interesting. I think when a little after January 20th, I think there was some, I believe, congressman in like Tennessee that pitched the idea of allowing a third term. But it's going to be interesting to see what happens, man. He's definitely quick with the pen these days. You know what I mean? He's like Papoose, man. Like when Papoose first came on the scene, every every day this dude got a new pen to the paper, and it's
You
tough.
gotta hear it.
Yeah,
You gotta.
yeah. This is tough, man. This is tough. But I don't know. I don't know. I really don't know. Oh man, but as we move to the thought of the day, nice little new entry to our FCP Wednesday lives. Many of you probably follow mindset therapy on IG, man. They be dropping a lot of good quotes and positive mindset thoughts. And this one caught my radar this week. Nobody works harder than a person who hates asking people for anything. What are your thoughts when you hear this?
Wow, bro. I'm a little tired of working hard. I gotta start asking you shit. I'm saying, like, that's one thing. That's one thing to say to me. It's like this is a sign if I needed one. But yeah, we're very get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's just follow the motto. You know what I'm saying? It was raised, the environment, whatever it was. Have more of a get out the mud. If you ain't figured it out, go figure it out kind of mindset. Um, but yeah, man, your net worth is as big as your network. And we have coined that one over a plethora of episodes, interviews we did, and people we spoken to. You can't do it by yourself. Stop trying. Um, but I can relate to this for sure. And I'm super, super tired of working as hard as I am. I need to start working smarter and use my resources. We got them. I just don't like using them. I don't know why. And they're a fucking resource. So I
Yeah,
don't get it.
yeah.
What was your thoughts when you first saw this one?
Oh man, definitely it rings true with the meaning, right? You see people who hate asking for help, and you just look at them and you be like, damn, they look like they working hard. Like you just kind of see them like just it's like my wife. She'll pick up like 6 bags and tell me to pick up the bag of chips. Like it's like
It's like, give me one with the juices, man.
yeah,
So, uh,
I think I'm definitely in my resources phase. And a lot of it comes from, like you said, right? If you have resources, you better use them. Because number one, you don't know how long you're gonna have them, and boy, are you gonna miss them if they're gone. And I think another thing people need to embrace is that when you when you use these resources, you empower them as well. And now someone else is knowledgeable about something that you've been taking on by yourself, and now you know that you can give a little something of what you're doing to somebody else. It now frees up some time for you to really focus on the most important part of what you're trying to do. A lot of people are getting stuff done, but imagine if you had a little bit more help, how much more quality you would add to what you're getting done. So, I understand the sense of, hey, I'm responsible for this, so I'm going to be the one to handle it. But I just ask that maybe, you just try to introduce, maybe you just let them watch you. You know what I mean? Maybe that's a good start, right?
yeah,
You don't let them exactly put their hands on it or actually execute, but just watch you in action. And then maybe as you build up that trust, you can get more. So yeah, just sharing that with the people today, man. But shout out
that's a
to the
good one.
good folks at Mindset Therapy. Always dropping the good stuff.
That was a good one for sure.
All right. Next up, man. Anthony Mackie. You may know him from several different movies. He is our new Captain America. he was on the Pivot podcast, and shout out to the Pivot podcast. I mean, these guys are on a roll.
Stay delivered.
Yeah, with their guests lately, it's been amazing. And they have a fan for they have a fan in me for life with the work that they do. They had Anthony Mackie on there, and Anthony Mackie said one of the realest things that I've heard, I want to say, in my adult life. And he said, hard work does not pay off. Someone has to pick you. And he backs it up with context because he ties it to his journey as being an actor. You can have the skill set. You can be as good as you can be. You can be versatile. You can do the gangster role. You could do damn near Shakespeare. But if that producer, if that casting director, or if that well-known actor doesn't kind of put the stamp and say that person, you can work as hard or as smart as you want and probably never get a real opportunity. And when I heard that, Kenny, that shit stuck with me because I'm like, I mean, I know I work hard, but then I started to think about the people that really said, you know what, let's give him a chance. And, it made me kind of go back to some of the conversations I've had with people. It's like, nah, it's got to pay off, man. It's got to pay off. And this is specific to opportunities, right? This is not like working out. Nobody can pick you to lose weight, right? That's on you.
Yeah,
so
that's on you.
You know what I mean? But when we're talking about opportunities in your field, yes, a lot of it is really somebody giving the stamp that, yep, that person, I think they'll be good. It's like if you go for an interview, right? A lot of times you may not know anybody at the company. So that means you got to do a hell of a job on your interview to surpass the nepotism, the favoritism, and all the other isms that come with your opportunity, right? So, dude, if you get a chance, or if any of y'all get a chance, y'all need to check out that episode. He dropped a lot of gems on there.
Yeah, Anthony Mackie be talking with so much passion. You got to believe it. You know what I'm saying? But no, that was a really cool item that he highlighted. As far as hard work doesn't pay off. Like somebody has to pick you, it does take a little bit of luck, some skill as well. But yeah, the hardest worker in the room may not always get that opportunity. So yeah, I agree, man. That was a good one.
Yep. Yeah.
With this though, and with knowing this, what do you tell the kids? Because you was told growing up, hey, if you work hard, it'll pay off. And those are one of the lines. Oh, we can recycle. Give it to the youth. You know what I'm saying? So what do we tell the kids now? Better work hard because it's not enough anyway.
I think we still tell the kids to work hard, but we also tell them how important, like you said, right, your network is. Because I think your relationships with people, along with your hard work, mixed with a little bit of luck, is going to be what really helps you ascend. And then there's the whole other caveat of shit, create your own lane. You know what I mean? And I know it may seem far-fetched, but we do have people who look like us who have found a way to do it. So I would research them to the T. What did they do? Where did they start? Who did they connect with? How did they fund their project? So there is a blueprint out there. It's going to take time. It's going to take work. And you're definitely going to need a team. So remember that quote we just saw, right? You're not going to be able to do it all by yourself. You want a good team to support you. But yeah, man, we got to give it to the kids. And then I think the kids got it easier than us, man. Technology is going to give them a hell of an advantage, especially if they learn it and they get invested in it early.
That's a fact.
Oh man. All right. So as we move along, man, I actually got a question from one of our viewers who remain anonymous. And this one is in the relationship spicy lane for us.
We got time.
So the question is, how can a man who has been married to someone for 13 years, this person they've been married to has helped him become the person he is, just walk out and leave and be with another woman, not even within a month?
Short version or the long version?
I want the funny version.
Ready? YOLO. Listen, man, we don't get a retake at this thing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's been a great run, and I thank you. I appreciate you, man. It's no me without us. But now that I am who I am, what's the attitude version? No disrespect. Gotta go. Not far. Just out of here. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's what niggas are doing. Like, I think it's weird. I think a lot of this comes with growth. If your partner is putting so much into you that you don't take the time to put a little bit of that into yourself as well, then y'all both watering that plant. Nobody stopped to water yours. Nobody cared about your growth. So unfortunately, that plant grew, got legs, and got the fuck out of town. Seems heartless looking back, but I think unfortunately that's how that might have went. Yeah, this case sounds like my husband. YOLO. Jesus Christ.
I wasn't
even be on a line
listening
anymore.
I saw that shit creep up. I was like, oh damn.
I know her.
Yo, 13 years, leave for another woman within a month after 13 years of marriage. I'll go back to Homecoming by Tyler Perry. When you get married, you say I do several different times because, as Kenny stated, people grow. And if you're not growing at the same time, there is the potential that someone is growing out of the situation. And some people are wired differently. Yeah. Some people are really wired differently. Because to call them heartless, yet this for 13 years, this is someone that has loved you and you feel you've given all your heart to because they've loved you, is, you know what I mean? It's contradicting. It is an heartless act, maybe in that woman's mind that might be going through this, but at the same time, and listen, I'm not justifying it. I was asked the question, I'm answering the question. The hardest part about it is what growth does to someone is it gives them the potential to grow with someone else because they see the different journey with that person as far as probably mindset, opportunity. It looks completely different. And it because this goes both ways. This question is posed for a man, but it can go both ways. I'm not saying ladies can't grow and leave a man too. That it can happen to anybody. And then to add on to this question, it says no reason why, no explanation, nothing was done. The person that they were with didn't cheat on them. The woman claims she treated him like a king. She held back from, I guess, doing her own thing with people who was probably trying to get with her to help him do better.
Everybody's watering that plant. Nobody, you didn't never stop the water your own.
Yeah. And I think one of the hardest things to do when you're a selfless person is to make sure that back to Kenny's point, you're taking care of you and you're still nurturing and looking towards your growth as an individual. Because one of the things I always go back to, and I always talk to my wife about this, we can't lose why we got interested in each other in the first place. I think a lot of couples have to look back at what brought you to that person in the first place, and how have you worked over your time together to continue to remind each other that even though you've grown and some of your things, some of your habits have changed, you are still that same person that they liked at the time. And I'll just give my wife's traits at the time, like go getting, nurturing, loving, funny, like you know what I mean, just exuding sexuality. Those are things that my wife sustains to this day. But some people, it's hard for them to keep that. Kids getting in there, professional lives get in there, hell, life be lifing. You know what I mean? Things change with the human body. I know us as men, we don't understand it all the time, but when you're with somebody for a long time, after a while, you're like, I don't like it, but I get it. You know what I mean? But yo, man, it's tough. It's tough, y'all. Like that's why I always applaud those people who are true about their relationships. It ain't just about how long you've been with someone. It's about being true in your relationship. So before you judge anybody's situation, if they found a way to stay happy, if they found a way to keep each other interested, mind your business and do you because they found a way to do them. But I wish this woman the best. Hope you land on your feet. And you know what I'm saying? Summer's about to come, girl. So
Yeah,
hot girl
summer's best
summer.
season. You know what I mean, I got two more quick things to ask with this one.
Nice.
I know I said heartless. You kind of have to be heartless in order to move on from someone in that state. But I think I would rather the term or the label heartless on me than that person thinking that I resented them for the 13 years. You know what I'm saying? Versus like, oh, you just stayed to stay and you didn't want to be here all this time. Like, no, I truly did. So I'm okay with the heartless tag because, it's been 30 days, but it's been bliss. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'd rather that tag versus the resentment tag because I wouldn't want that person to think that, but that's that one. The second item I got in corporate life, shit, even with friends, you're always encouraged to leave your comfort zone. Why? How am I gonna? What am I supposed to? What the fuck? Talk to me, brother. I had to drop the pen on this one. Like, talk to me. I tell people that shit all the time. Yo, you got to get out your comfort zone, dog. You got to, you know what I mean? You got to shift the needle. And then if they bring some shit like this, I'm like, whoa. You said I do, my brother. You got to down with the shit. Yeah. Niggas like, but it's sinking. It's sinking, my brother. Big holes. What do you say to that, my good man? Are you encouraging people to leave their comfort zone?
I encourage couples to leave their comfort zone together.
Ooh, that was clean. I'm right, that was clean. That was clean.
I encourage couples, who are truly trying to make it work to leave their comfort zone together. So, fellas, let's talk to the fellas, right? Because until we have a lady up here to speak for the ladies, we can only talk to the fellas. Fellas, if you got a quirk about you that you think your lady may not like, ask her. Get the definitive proof. Because if she really love you, dog, you know what I'm saying? She gonna be about that life. Now, of course, she may have like some boundaries, you know what I'm saying? I can't. But
Omaha, pineapples. Everybody, please.
You know what I'm saying? You can't future that, bitch. But I think you got to be honest with your lady about what you want. You got to be honest with your lady about what interests you. And the hope is that in you opening up, she will do the same. Because if your lady hasn't told you and y'all been together for a minute, I say, man, after y'all hit the 5-year mark, you got to be trying some different shit. And it might be shorter now because we all got a shorter attention span now. So it might be after the first year or two. You got to start trying some different shit. If you want to have a successful, healthy, long relationship. So yeah, man. Good one. I like that.
All right, last one.
I'm here, buddy.
I saw something on Twitter. I don't call it X. Right? A dude was like, marriages should be like NBA contracts. You sign on, it's your 4 or 5 year. Hey, first 3 years was awesome. Year 4, you might start stepping it up a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Year 5, you maybe start going above and beyond. Like by the time we get to the table again, say, hey man, step shit up. I might give you another 2 year with a play option. Like, do you agree or disagree that marriages should have, I guess what, lease renewals? How would you phrase this? Uh,
Contract agreements and
yeah.
contract extensions. So the only reason I say no is because I feel like the ladies would beat us at that game.
Mm,
Ain't
yeah, well,
nothing more scarier than a woman with a plan.
mm,
That is the
lady.
scariest, most powerful woman in the world, a woman with a plan. And if you let her know out the gate that there is a plan ahead of us,
Mhm,
she will position herself to be at the best come towards the end game.
mhm, mhm.
That's what that would be my fear. I think there'd be so many heartbroken men in this world just because if I don't think anything would unite the woman, the female race more than if we was out here asking for contract leases in relationships.
Bruh,
They would have a whole coalition committee,
bruh, look at me.
chairwoman. It,
Look at me. Everybody you everybody you know will be on 10 days. Like your dog, I'm sweating, man. It's like, yo, if I was tripping by next Wednesday, it's a
bro,
wrap.
I ain't playing that game. Nope.
10-day
Oh,
contracts.
you see Jaden Daniels' mom out here
Handing out
singing.
PJ Tuckers. Go ahead.
You see Jaden Daniels' mom out here. She ain't playing. Like a woman with a
Right.
plan, that's dangerous, bro. She gonna take over the world. So you relationships, she'll have all kinds of stuff. Because remember, contracts don't just have the time frame. There's stipulations in the motherfucking contract, and you know niggas don't like
Nice.
to read contracts.
Just sign it, nigga. Just sign it. Raping
she
you
gonna
records.
Yo, he gonna drop them clothes in front of you like you gonna read that or you gonna come get this. Just sign.
Right.
Nigga gonna sign. I'm coming, baby.
Do you want a
You know?
black or blue pen, baby? I
Yeah,
got
you
them both.
know what
I
I'm
got
saying?
them both.
Like, we'd be cooked out here, bro. We'd be cooked. I ain't messing with that. Oh man, all right, good one. Shout out to the viewer that shared that with us. Appreciate you. And guys, listen, ladies and gents, share that kind of stuff with us, man. That's why we're here. We're here to get your perspectives. We're here to share ours. Make this whole show fully interactive. We love it that way. Um, all right, so we're gonna move over to TV show, movie, and music recommendations. And the first place we are stopping is The Pit. This show, ladies and gentlemen, is one of the hottest medical TV shows out right now. It is on Max, real live action in the emergency department. It's a great blend of real time emergency situations that take place in the emergency department and the dynamic interpersonal relationships amongst the staff. You know, the gossip, the brown nosing, the bullying, the romantic relationships, the people who can't stand each other. Uh, man, I'm telling you, they're taking on live shooters, they're taking on real surgeries that they have to do within the ED. We're talking blood, guts. This thing is emergent, it's interactive. I love it. And I think every person I know that is a physician is a fan of this show and is watching it as we speak, man. I think new episodes drop every Thursday. And I'm gonna ask my wife to keep me honest. I think it is up to like episode 7 or 8 by now. So new episode is gonna drop tomorrow night.
It's just like Grey's Anatomy meet Rescue 911.
If you ask me, bro, this makes both of them look like triage.
What?
This makes both of those shows look like triage just from
Watch
the
this.
way up the gate. It's crazy.
Okay. You show for the missus.
Yeah, man.
Anything to get away from the murder mystery docs.
It's funny that you mentioned that because the
Whatever
next
do you
two
mean?
shows the next two shows I want to talk about are murder mysteries, man, and they seem to be the trend right now. As you can see here, the infamous Morris Chestnut. Ladies, control yourselves. All right, Morris Chestnut. It plays John T. Watson, who is back to practicing medicine a couple months after Sherlock Holmes' death at the hands of James Moriarty. So yes, You see, this is a spinoff of Sherlock Holmes, and I love the fact that we are seeing black actors take on more of a Shakespearean role within murder mysteries and showing their range here.
Like I've seen the previews and I've seen Watson. No, no, he's black. It's not that Watson. His name is Henry Watson. I didn't think there was a correlation with this, but he did. They did run with the whole Sherlock Holmes kind of backstory, put a little spin on it. Okay,
Mhm.
all right. I like Sherlock Holmes. I was a fan.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so you'll love this show. He's got an interesting approach to his medical practice, and the staff he has. They have their own set of characters, their own I want to say identities that will have you like, well, what's going on with that person? Nice blend of comedy. So I think everybody would like it, man. Um, and then moving over to Netflix, me and wife finally finished this one yesterday. A couple battles with falling asleep, but you know how it goes when you're trying to binge a
Rough.
show.
Okay.
Yo, man. But Shonda Rhimes continues her domination. This one here, The Residence, it's a murder mystery where a consultant from the Metropolitan Police Department investigates the suspicious death during the state dinner in the White House. And when I tell you Uzo Aduba, you probably know her from Orange is the New Black.
Yes.
She does a tremendous job. And when you watch this show, it takes on that same Sherlock, Shakespearean, old time mystery method to it. And it is straight comedy. You're going to recognize some of the faces in this as well. But it definitely leaves you in suspense as you find out who did it.
Okay.
It's
Is this
good.
clue for the modern era?
You know what? I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. I do like
Yeah.
that. Oh,
Big fan. All right. What else? Any other shows on the horizon? Listen, I'm just still into Ratchet TV, watching this Eric and Lenny story still. Don't judge me. It's just slapstick comedy that we can't change the channel from. But I don't suggest it, but you got some time. Go ahead. It's pure filth. But yeah, if you got some time, you got some time. Some other entertainment news I saw earlier. The Tiana Taylor Shepard split has been made official and a bit more public than Tiana wanted to be. The paperwork was given. Um, blessed if you are looking at it from her side of the coin. Stressed if you're looking at it from his side of the coin. But the list of items that it seems that she got in the deal. Hey, there's no winners and losers. It's all about the kids. Make sure they're whole. But I would say she won. Um, I think Shump got a chip in his career. Uh,
mhm.
a lot of dollars went that way.
Mm.
But shouts to Tiana. Still a fan. Don't know what Shump is doing with his life. But shouts to Tiana. Love her. Um, yeah, he got one in Cleveland. I was trying to figure out what the fuck he was. He caught it with LeBron. I was like, he definitely didn't get one in a blue uniform. Where was he?
Yeah, man.
But yeah,
Mhm.
this split is official, and it seems she has moved on. She had a small crash out,
That's awesome.
where she's like, "Yo, if I want to, keep my backbone out, let me get it. Let me go." I was like, "Oh, too much info, Tiana," but I respect it.
Yeah, man.
Um, one other thing I saw. Listen, we're men, manly men, but we do enjoy some Beyonce. I'll be the first to admit it. If you are in public, though, how do you show your love for Beyonce? Still stay manly. What are you doing at the concerts? Like, what are you doing at the concerts? Like,
Um, at the concert, man. I mean, if I'm with my lady, I'm just loving up on her singing this shit. You know what I
okay,
mean? Like, of course, it all depends on the lyric, right? I mean, gotta make sure it relates to me. But yeah, no, I've got no problem vibing to the music, being there with my lady. Hell, sometimes I'll put her songs on before my wife does. I mean, Beyonce is a phenomenal artist, and it just transcends gender at
yeah,
this point.
sweet beat. Yeah, if I got a drink or two, drunk love hit different. Hit different. Then I want to sing out loud. I'm still, but you know what I mean. But if the wine's flowing, you know what I mean. Like, you
yeah,
might give me a fake. It might get a fake high note out your boy.
yeah.
Who was
Yeah, I
talking about?
think
I think it was. What we saying?
I think the one female artist that I can just play, I could just be in the car by myself is Alicia Keys. She always makes that music where it's just gender neutral. It's just gender neutral. It's really just about love and uplifting and it's harmony. There's been a couple nights driving home with the window down, bumping Alicia Keys.
Window down. Oh,
Window down, bro. No shame. No shame.
I'm big on the windows up. So the tints are dark. Me.
Throw that unthinkable on. Zone out. Zone
I'm
out.
ready. Yeah. She got some hits. Man.
Oh,
I ain't mad at you. I'll be on the west side after 11. Shit. We're gonna have us a party.
What? Come in the house, baby. I was wrong.
I was wrong. She's like, nigga, you ain't did shit. You don't even know what I did yet. But I was wrong.
Yep. Just putting it in the bank for later.
just saving my coins.
Yep.
Last entertainment tidbit I saw. May said he will be dropping a triple disc on the day Diddy's trial starts. This might be the pettiest thing I've ever seen in my life. Not your release date, his closing date. That shit don't make no sense. But
you know what's crazy?
It's Mason Better.
Yeah.
I'm still trying my best to listen to it.
You know what's crazy? If Puffy beat this case,
ooh,
man, the receipts. Like, I don't think anybody is going to be.
It might just be him and Ye making albums. It might just be them two making albums.
Yo, that's crazy. All right.
That will be rough.
All right, man. We're gonna jump over into FCP Sports Corner, man. Make this pretty quick. March Madness has officially begun. College basketball's prime time show where you see some of the best college athletes in basketball, both men and women, going after the infamous national championship. But before we can talk about some of the amazing games that we saw, we just want to start with sending prayers up to Juju Watkins, man. She's a college phenom at USC. Her season ended on Monday when she tore her ACL and USC's win against Mississippi State. Man, I tell you, this girl is phenomenal. Her personality, what she's doing for her community, I think following in her grandfather's steps, and then just being a phenomenal basketball player. You just hate to see the season end like this.
Hurt. When I saw that go, she wants to see the go down. I was like, I felt like the Kobe thing, or the Kyrie thing. I'm like, bro, man, like I hate seeing the greats of the greats go through injury, man. Never a cool sight to see. I just wanted somebody to blame, so I put it on Jaden. Fuck you doing with her at the game anyway? Your mama was right. Get away from that girl. She's busy. You know what I'm saying? I had to blame somebody. So I put it on Jaden. He had nothing to do with it. Seeing as Jaden, I apologize. It really had nothing to do with you. But he's the last thing I seen him with, so I put it on you, brother. Speedy recovery for sure. I don't know if she's in Osaka yet. I don't know if she had plans to go to the league after this season, depending on how it ended. But she might stay another year in college, recoup, get back to it. Just hope she can come back to her old form, man. It's gonna be a long road.
Yeah, no. If anything, I think Paige Paige Beckers would be a good outlet for her. Paige had to bounce back from some pretty significant injuries as well. So I agree with you. I think Juju will be back better than ever, and whatever decision she makes, whether it is joining the W or coming back for her junior year, it's going to be a show because she's usually when stars like this come back, and if they come back at full strength, I feel sorry for the competition. Let's just put it that way. But keeping with the NCAA tournament, it has officially entered the Sweet 16 for both the men's and the women's. We're starting here, I believe, with the women's Sweet 16. So you can see here towards the top left, UCLA is still one of the one seeds that is left in here. You got LSU, Kim Mulkey, and the infamous Flaugier. They looked really good the other day, and they're coming. Absolutely. As you can see, USC, they're gonna have what is that? Kansas State, UConn. I'm riding with UConn, man. I got Paige getting herself a national championship before she get up out of here. So you know what I mean. I hope them girls keep rolling, but they might have to run into South Carolina and Dawn Staley and all of them over there. Them girls ain't playing. Maryland, man.
Yo, I'm about to say, I know they're playing Maryland, but I gotta give a shout out to Sarah Ashley Parker, bro. I was watching this game. I was watching this young lady put fucking work in. Like if putting the team on her back was a photo in a dictionary, it was all her. She did all she could. She got 45, red high, went to double OT. To get to double OT, she had to ice 3 free throws at the end of the first OT just to get there. I was like, oh, yo, 3 with no time on the clock. A little bit of a pressure cooker, but see what you got. Like the first one down, easy. Next 2, easy. I was like, oh, okay, we got us a game. Very interesting flowed out in Maryland. Moved on to the sweets, man.
Hey, listen, man, she had a phenomenal game. That's a fact. She had a phenomenal game, but we can't ignore the fact Maryland was down by like 17 at one point. By the way, and had to get back in the game, man. Shout out to Cheyenne Sellers, Cayenne Smickle. These girls really, really did what they had to do. I think there's another girl, Sarah, on the team that had a really good game. They showed up. They never gave up. They showed up. And listen, it's gonna be a good one against South Carolina, man. I just hope for a good competition. UNC and Duke. I'm always gonna be a UNC against Duke guy, so I hope UNC does what they gotta do. Tennessee and Texas should be a good one as well. And then Notre Dame and TCU, that's gonna be a good one. You got Hannah Hidalgo going up against TCU's. Oh man, this is gonna be tough. This is gonna be tough, man.
There's no, by the time you get to the Sweet 16 level, no more mistakes really here. Everybody earned their spot. You know what I'm saying? So it's good to see. Good to see.
Oh, I remember the girl's name on TCU now. Haley Van Lith. So Haley Van Lith versus Hannah Hidalgo on Notre Dame. That's gonna be a tough one, man. That's for sure. Oh man. But then over to the men's Sweet 16, man. Auburn's still in there. Auburn is still in there. I'm not gonna lie. I thought they was gonna be in some trouble, but they've been handling their business so far. I was a little shocked by Ole Miss. Not gonna lie, a little shocked, but I think Michigan State should handle their business there. Florida, man, Clayton Jr., you the truth. You the truth. Because I thought y'all was up out of there for a minute. I was nervous. I got Florida taking the whole thing. So I was shaking. I was like, come on, Clayton. Don't let them do you like that, dog. Don't let them do you like that. But, UConn is no joke. Shout out to Dan Hurley, man. You know what I'm saying? UConn has been a staple in the Final Four for a long time. And you could see the emotion on Dan Hurley after that game. Those kids gave it their all. It's just Clayton Jr. was just too much. He was too much for them, and they couldn't do anything about it. And then you got Texas Tech, and shout out to Rick Pitino in Arkansas. I mean, John Calipari in Arkansas. John Calipari just knows how to win. He just knows how to win. Arkansas was real up and down throughout the season. I really didn't have them getting out of the round of 32, but they're here, man, in Sweet 16. It's crazy.
Honorable mention to St. John's. We appreciate you, boys. You did what you had to do. Patino's Patino. So we appreciate you.
Hey, listen though, Rick got to explain himself why he didn't put his best player back in.
Mexican was on the bench for the last 8 minutes, and I couldn't. I'm looking around like, does anybody? I'm like, is he a foul trouble? Is this something I don't know?
Like, I could understand if this was like third game of the season. He was messing around, probably skipping class. This is the tournament, dog. Like,
What he did, we were talking about this after the game.
Yo, anything less than a felony, you on the court. You're on the court, maybe. Like,
I was just assuming, like, yo, he found with like his oldest daughter, something like that. Like, it had to be something personal for him to be on the bench in clutch time. I didn't get it.
Yeah, man. Duke has been phenomenal. But my bracket needs Arizona to pull up some March Madness magic for me.
How about the actually your brackets looking?
My bracket is on life support, dog. I need Arizona to beat Duke. I need Bama to get all the way to the Final Four. Like,
damn.
I need mad shit to happen, dog. I'm out here with a weak ass parlay, hoping something.
He said, "I got me a 7-leg. I'm banking on it."
I'm hoping this 5-2 dude get like 10 boards. Like, that's the type of hope that I'm on right now. But just trust me, I'm gonna be watching that game very closely. Once that shit get out of hand, I'm gonna just be like, "Fuck it."
I don't even like basketball like that anyway.
You know what I'm saying? Like, where's my family, man? Fuck these dudes.
I'm more of a pickleball guy, you know what I mean? Whatever.
Yo, you know it. BYU, man. BYU. Shout out to BYU. Definitely didn't think they were getting this far, but they are an impressive group. They've got a big man that is really, really good. And Bama has been good all season, so I'm not shocked by them. I'm hoping that they handle their business here. Houston and Purdue. Houston should win this, man, but Purdue is one of them sleeper teams. They somehow find a way to make magic in March somehow when you least expect them to. So Houston needs to bring their best game. And I think Kentucky and Tennessee should go Tennessee's way. So, yeah, I like Tennessee there. But overall, I got Florida winning a chip, man. I hope they hold it down.
I'm going to take it. Up the West.
Yes, sir. All right. Robinhood, man. If you use Robinhood as your brokerage account for investing, futures contracts are back. If you remember during the election, they let you bet on who was gonna win, Donald Trump or oh wow, see, I'm already forgetting her name. That's crazy.
Oh man. It's been that long? It's been like 90 days in my book, bro.
Kamala. Yeah. So yeah, man, they got the futures contracts back, so you can bet on what college teams are gonna win in March Madness. Robinhood is very creative with this. They're taking the brokerage apps into the betting business, and listen, the betting business is a lucrative business, man. I'm not mad at it.
I feel like there's a loophole that should be capitalizing on. Like, it's like a bar saying we got a daycare. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like we can't. It's like, come on, man, you can't stay for the party. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like what? It's like, what are we doing? Like, these two things shouldn't mix, but hey, they got drink specials. So park that baby over there in the corner.
Oh man, but I really hope at some point during one of Robinhood's conferences they talk about the percentage of people who joined since they've been doing this, and also what's been the investment or the I want to say the revenue share between the futures contracts and the actual investing pool, because people who have probably never dealt with the brokerage account before are now joining Robinhood, probably because of the feelings they have about FanDuel or DraftKings. So they're coming over here and they're doing this shit.
Are those automatic payouts? Or are they going to your brokerage though?
They're going to your brokerage.
So you didn't get them. Take my money to DraftKings. They pay your brother instantly. They're trying to get this shit when I'm 65. I want this shit today.
Yeah, but hey, listen, it's an interesting way to turn small time investors and the big time investors, right? So, say for instance, what was it? I think McNeese beat Clemson. That was a 12-5 seed. If McNeese was at maybe like 9-10 cents, and you bought like 100 contracts, probably made some good money. So now you could turn that money that you made, which you probably never would have invested in because you ain't got it to invest. You can now invest in the stock after you made that money off the bet. But it's all a gamble. That's why it's called gambling.
Third day.
All right, man.
I do wonder with the money, are you betting new funds for these future contracts? Or are you betting what's in your balance?
You can do both. You can do both. All right, so just some quick football updates before we get up out of here, man. Shout out to these two young gentlemen. These are two of the top wide receivers in the NFL. Both got a bag over in Cincinnati, so Joe Burrow keeps his weapons for the foreseeable future. Both getting 4-year contracts. I think Jamar was like 160, T was like 115. A lot of that's guaranteed.
My man's get extra just on the side of the field. Come on, brother. I'm not paying for none of our lunches ever again. Don't you even look at me at lunchtime, nigga. It's on you.
Yo, man, listen, man. And so this is important, right? This is where you go back to the Marbury and KG days. I think T. Higgins understands. A lot of my production is because I'm not, you know what I'm saying, wide receiver one. So while they busy trying to shut down Jamal on the other side, I'm tearing them up. Yeah, man. So, yeah, man.
Hey, man, if them stats at the end of this next season come out lopsided, you gotta go back to the table, bro. I need some incentives, bro.
Well, hopefully that's in the contract language for sure. Hopefully that's in there.
Speaking of football, I got to talk to you. We're New Yorkers. What was your thoughts when you say this hit the screen?
You know, this reminds me of when the Lakers started getting all those stars in their prime. Karl Malone, Mitch Richmond. You know what I mean?
Ron.
You know what I mean? Well, past their prime, I should say. When the Lakers started getting all those players when they were past their prime. Russ is, I think, for some reason, he gives amazing individual auras. Like, he looks like he really takes care of his people. Seems like a very God-fearing man. But the game of football right now, I would take I would take Ryan Fitzpatrick out of retirement over Russell Wilson right now.
Let's go.
Just because Ryan knew how to win. You know what I'm saying? Like he knew he wasn't gonna be a thriller. He wasn't gonna do no Tom Brady or Peyton Manning, Patrick Mahomes type stuff. But he was definitely gonna find a way to help you be respectable on the field. And while the Steelers didn't have the most amazing weapons out there, I mean, they had something out there. And I'm not sure if we've shored up our offensive line yet. But if he's going to be running for his life the same way he was on Pittsburgh, then what are we doing here?
Yeah. Trying to sell these season tickets on the back end. Listen, man. I don't think they want to deal with Dion. So it's like this is the other side of that. But listen, as a Pittsburgh, my wife's a big Pittsburgh fan. They let go of Russ. Jets got Fields. Who's going to be throwing the ball over there? They call it Ben back? Do they have a play to move up to first, second, or third pick to get Shador or Cam Ward? Am I missing something?
Because I mean, they added all the right pieces this year to win now. And I still don't feel like Aaron Rodgers is the guy they should go with. I, he There's just something about that man's aura right now that,
He's been right up into the sunset.
yeah, man. It's tough, man. It's tough. Like I really thought Russ was gonna come in there and fit into the mold of what they needed. I really thought that was gonna work, but it'll be interesting to see what they get. And because Mike Tomlin, man, he wants someone that's tough, durable, gritty. Um, yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know.
Like when they signed him, I thought they were going to get Winston over. I mean, just for somebody to be there. You know what I mean? They got no. I don't even know who the third guy was over there. I'll do some research. But
Yeah.
hey, boys got a job. He can prove it in your season. You know what I'm saying? Like, all your competition's gone, bro. It's all on you. Well, else we signed between now and like August. Another big signing was Stephon Diggs. He's a Patriot. Got some big money to go over there too. So shouts to them. I think him and Drake. Is it Drake, man? I think, they're gonna
Yeah, I think you're
try
right.
to make that happen. Fuck it. Um, just hope he is, focused. You know what I'm saying? A lot going on is off the field with that man, but we'll see.
Yeah, I mean the Giants got the third pick in the draft. Patriots got the fourth. Tennessee could still mess around and trade its away um to get two something more picks in it. It's gonna be interesting to see what happens, man. Because Tennessee got to start from scratch. They,
From the whole ground up.
yep. All right.
Last thing I got here is some quick local Yankee baseball news. Beards will be allowed the first time on players. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know the rule. I didn't notice it. I knew everybody was clean shaven, but I didn't know it was like a shave or go home kind of rule. But they will allow beards back. Shit, all the other teams allow beards, so why not y'all? But one other thing they are changing for this upcoming season: all home games, win or lose, New York, always play it at the end. They will no longer play that song if they lose. I respect it because, like, if I'm a away team, and I coming out with the Yankees ass. I don't want y'all niggas singing New York, New York on the way out. Yeah, fuck y'all. Go home in silence, nigga. Fuck y'all. You're not singing my shit. Oh man. But yeah, man, that's all I got for the sports end, man. What you got going on for this weekend, brother?
Oh man. Friday I gotta see. I just heard about a cigar event.
Hey,
So I might
you step your cigar game up. Yeah, I mean you get.
I
You know what I mean?
man, I'm so I'm not in the game, man. You know what I'm saying? Every now and then.
You look into the window like, yeah, I like this one. We got a cool crowd.
I am so part time. We're talking like 2 days on the weekend, maybe not even like doing other shifts. Like
Cigars when you're in shape, cigars are heavy on the lungs. So I heard. You know what I mean? Like, it's like so you gotta let the people know, man. What's the real life effects when your lungs get out a good quarter mile in a good time? Like,
yeah, just don't inhale, baby. Don't
I
inhale. Fuck you up. Do not inhale. But yeah, no. Other than that, man. I know we got our vibes set up this weekend, so I'm looking forward to that for sure, for sure. What about you, man?
got some early football games Saturday. They got a first AAU Sunday, like West Bubblefoot Jersey. Yeah, that go. But outside of that, family and fun, man. Family and fun.
Roger that, brother. Roger that.
Mix
But
about
listen, man. Um, Well, listen, we appreciate everybody for tuning in with us, man. Shout out to the IG fan that still hung in with us this entire time. Tanya, I am Chef Cheryl. Appreciate you. Shay Sweet Things, man. SKL, I know she's probably somewhere getting told off by Lennox, but we love you as well.
That's where it rolls.
Shout out to everybody on X, Twitch, YouTube, and Facebook that tuned in with us tonight. Don't forget to head over to YouTube if you're not on already. Like, subscribe, follow us on all socials, Freedom Cage Podcast. If you are on YouTube, all you gotta do, hit that nice little like button and subscribe. You're already here. And make sure you check out the latest episode of Economic Empowerment Podcast featuring Ramel Lee. And listen, man, we love y'all. Stay safe. And man, keep your head up and your eyes open, man, because it's scary hours out in these streets.
You two approaches. Peace.